don't keep malice, don't keep grudges. Yes, it's very important, because you know it's easy to be offended. We offend people, we get offended, offenses come. Okay, as long as you have interactions with other people, offenses will come, because as human beings we may not meet each other's expectations. Sometimes we may even have expectations that are not reasonable sometimes, okay, and people are unable to meet your expectations, and we feel offended, you know, and we're upset. Sometimes you meet somebody and you let the person know, oh, this is what you've done that I feel offended by, and the person refuses to change, or refuses to be apologetic, you know, or refuses to apologize, you know, and you take offense, you know, and you have grudges, you have malice in your heart and all that, you know. As much as possible, we should try to let things go, let people go from our minds, from our hearts, you know, because the thing is, malice, holding a grudge, they are very easy to do. Okay, you're offended by somebody and you're upset, and you keep the malice in your heart and grudges, and you refuse to forgive that person, and you remember it all so many years. Now it's advisable we don't do that, because number one, aside from the fact that these are very strong emotions, actually over time, malice, grudge, they are emotions that they are intangible. You can't touch this kind of feelings and emotions, but they actually are very strong emotions. All right, and actually those who have studied this area, they have realized that things like malice, grudges, they actually do some things to our body. They actually harm us. Yes, they cause what has been described as a psychosomatic illnesses. That is, psycho referring to psychology and all that, you know, something emotional, somatic referring to the body. So psychosomatic, that is when you have emotions and negative emotions that you've bottled up inside of you that now begin to affect your body, causing some form of this disease. Because when you say disease, it's gotten from when you're at ease, but disease, that is you're no more at ease. Okay, so you have these illnesses that come up in the body that you immediately do not know the cause. You know, probably if you go to a regular, you know, hospital, they can diagnose, oh, you have this, you have that, you have this and this. Many times, many of these diseases and ailments, and sometimes the doctors can't tell you actually what causes it. They have so many assumptions, many of these illnesses that come up, these ailments that come up. But many do not realize that they are actually after a culmination of years of bottled up malice, bottled up anger, bottled up grudges, okay, that have begun to affect the body. Yes, you'll be surprised that with that malice, that anger you've kept inside of your heart is actually destroying your body. Yes, after many years, 3, 4, 5 years, there are people who have kept malice over generations of their family line. Okay, they passed from one lineage to the other. You'll be surprised, there are families like that. This family, we don't talk to that family and all that. But the thing is, what people don't realize is that it affects you. Number one, sometimes you even find that your spiritual growth is even affected, because we are told in the Lord's Prayer, say, you pray to God, say, Lord, you say, God, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And even our Lord Jesus Christ said that if you do not forgive those that offend you, then your Father in heaven will also not forgive you your own. Yes. So we need to have to upgrade and upscale ourselves to the aspects, to the point whereby we are able to forgive others. Because forgiving is actually more beneficial to us. Because if you hold someone in mind, it doesn't affect the person. Holding a grudge against somebody doesn't harm that person. Okay? It doesn't harm the person. It affects yourself. So when you have a grudge against somebody, you actually harm yourself, not that person, because the person is unaware of your grudge. Even if you have told the person, and the person probably refuses to change, all right, the fact that you're holding a grudge against that person does not harm him, Your grudge doesn't affect someone else. It's affecting yourself. You're the one who is bottled up. You're the one who is clammed up. You're the one with that ailment that comes as a result of this negative emotion. So we should see how we can improve on ourselves daily, to the point where we are able to let things go, let people go. All right, you have that spiritual growth whereby you are able to allow God to take charge of these issues in your life. Okay, someone offends you, do not hold a grudge, do not have that malice, do not have it, do not bottle up that grudge in you. It's important. Let people go. Let's forgive that person today. Just let it go. Pray to God. God, take charge of this situation. I've forgiven this person. Let it go out of your heart so you can be free. Be free.